Wow. Well, that was interesting. I did not know that I was going to get... I didn't know if it was going to work for a second there. I was going to get... So far, my cam isn't seem to be operating. Just my sound. Let me know, anybody, if you're seeing the actual camera, because I'm not. My software just went into an update. I know my camera is supposed to be on, and it actually shows it's on. It's lit and everything, so I don't see what's going on. Well, that's interesting as crap. This is lovely. This is why updates suck. Because right now it shows my cam is on. It shows the right cam. And it blinks every time I talk, but it is not working. So I do not... Alright, I'm back. No. 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 There we go. Jeez. Yay, technology. It updated, did a bad update, and then also I had to disconnect my webcam totally. Sorry, guys, I got it fixed. Technical difficulty, yay. What if I got a cat behind me? I don't know where they all are now. Why am I doing this tonight? Why not? Because I've had enough people. It's just getting annoying. I had 2 more urban explorers that I know of and have been watching for a while, kind of respect, suddenly tell me today that they are going clickbait, and they admitted it. One of them admitted it outright. He's going clickbait because he wants views. Which to me, I'm sorry, that's pretty pitiful. That means you're more in it for views than you ever were for urban exploring in a way or something. I don't know. Hey, study boy, hey, Fuzz. So I'm a little bit tired of this. Also, I had some comments on my video today I posted. Some ones that weren't. I don't know why it's acting up. My stream is acting up. Boy, I'm really not sold on this new update for my encoding software. Also, my video I posted this week, I didn't think it was going to be some amazing video. It's just a little house. I found that actually was a good de-stressor for me during a very stressful drive while I was on an urbex trip. I didn't expect 10,000 views. I don't even care if I got 10. But I got some comments from some people on there. Well, Josh says this, and boy, you just not better explorers, and you're not an urban explorer. I had like 15 of those I had to delete. They got a little nasty. I posted a smaller explorer here a while back. I got the same crap. I run into a few other urban explorers have the same problem. They post something that's small, and they get just beat on by these so-called urban exploring fans. And it just makes me... I was thinking today when that was happening, I was questioning, have the big urban explorers lost track of what urban exploring is? And do the fans even know? The fans of these big urban explorers even know what urban exploring is? What they're supposed to be watching? As far as I'm concerned, if I don't like somebody's explore, I bypass it. I look for stuff I like and I comment on that. I don't go on my way to comment on stuff I don't like. That's a waste of time. But I am just really thinking all day now. Sorry, I got stuff about to fall off my desk. I've been thinking ever since I had to go through this again today, do these people even know what urban exploring is? Are the fans of Josh and these other big ones, and I'm not picking on Josh. Sure, he's got a lot of real urban exploring fans. Holy crap, Jules alive. Whoa. But are these big urban exploring fans even have a clue what urban exploring is? And are a lot of these fans just following Josh because he's the in thing, and Cody because they're the in thing, because they're cool, or blonde hair, or whatever, or the music, or the cinematography? Are even following for the actual urban exploring anymore? What do you guys think? I personally think, and I've stopped following and watching a lot of the big urban explorers. I know Urbexy and I were talking about this. I've talked about this with other smaller urban explorers. They've even stopped following and watching a lot of the big guys because they feel they've lost track of themselves. And I think so. They seem to want to one-up themselves. Actually, I think I mentioned it in this video, this house I posted this week. I don't care. It's urban exploring. Urban exploring is anything abandoned. You should want to explore it and see what's in it, to preserve it, to God knows what you're going to find. You don't know what you could run into. Even just an empty house has its own story or beauty to it. That's an urban explorer. It's just crazy. You post something. It was not some big dramatic crazy thing like my military base vid or something like that. That was cool, but I will still stop at the small stuff. The big guys have lost track of that. I mean, they will fake blood things now, or now a lot of these guys are going to paranormal. And I'm not picking on a paranormal like you do, Devon. Devon has been doing paranormal from day one. He said they're a paranormal urbex team. He didn't suddenly just go, I'm going to go paranormal so everything's haunted. These two guys I talk about are guys I respect and watched for a long time. One was edging that way for a while, but I confronted him a little on Reddit the other day. And he admitted, yeah, he just all out admitted it. Yep, he wants views and he's going to go and just clickbait the crap out of everything. It's like, jeez. Let me see here. I'm going to catch up for a second. I don't know. Josh was more... I watched Josh for a long time. Josh was more of an urban explorer. Even when they did some of their travels, they used to do urban exploring. But then they seemed to got away. Then when he tried to go back to it, he's had a hit and miss love with urban exploring. He's done drainage tunnels and found bloody handprints. He's done... It's just, he has some good stuff still, and then he goes into this clickbaity stuff. Or stuff that isn't really urban exploring. He does not walk into... When he's on one of his trips, they're driving along, see a random tiny house that probably is nothing. They don't stop. Sorry. Let's watch Sam and Colby. Well, yeah, Sam and Colby, sorry, Urbex Strider, we've had talks about them here. Sam and Colby are clickbait. I'll say it, they are. I've already had a few other people I've deleted from my comments. They weren't as nice as they were to Devon. I think I left one. She was decently friendly. Just saying, how can I call them liars? They're great guys. They are blatant liars. I mean, either these guys, police detectives need to hire them because they find blood and murder scenes everywhere. I'm just saying. And they're the most amazing sprinters. They don't get caught. Hey, All-American Grandpa. Yeah, Devon is right. Devon, they made a mistake and made a clickbait lying video in Devon's backyard. Devon is among the unknown, by the way, for those you don't know. They made a mistake and made it in a place he knows, a place he's very close to, and a place that is very open to all urban explorers there in his area. And Devon was able to check it out right away and call it lie. A lot of people on their video called it a lie, and they deleted those guys, by the way, because I saw other comments go away. They are clickbait. If you watch more than 5 of their videos, you're going clickbait. But the big guys, I'm not here to per se talk about clickbait. I will talk about the other two guys in a little bit. But the big urban explorers, as much as I say they've been good for urban exploring, a part of me has to think maybe they're bad for true urban exploring. While they're getting the name of urban exploring out there, making it easier for some of us to explore, to real ass property owners to get into a place, or the police now don't see us as vandals a lot of times. Maybe they're also damaging true urban exploring in a way that so many people that watch Josh and the other big guys, and I hate to use you as an example, Josh, I'm sorry. But so many people watching them, have they lost track of what the real urban exploring is? They watch them and see the cinematics and the expensive trips and all this stuff. And is that what they're seeing? I'm sorry, I've been on urban exploring with trips for people for a long time. It ain't that pretty. Sometimes you're camping, sleeping in the back seat of your car. You don't have money to spend on like they do on places. I mean, and not that they always had that money, but this is what people see now, what they join. They think that's urban exploring. They think, oh my gosh, well, these guys keep finding these huge buildings with power and all this other stuff. Well, that's not how it really happens. Not too bad, Fuzz. See now, Study Boy, yeah, it's entertainment, but see, the people aren't making the connection. They're seeing it as urban exploring. And once again, I hate to show my age, but I've been doing this for over 30 years. I was exploring before Josh was born. God help me. Sean and I found our first old rotten school bus hidden in the woods. Gosh knows how it got there in the middle of these trees. full of stuff, been sitting there forever on my parents' property, and they had no clue it was there all this time. Sean and I were exploring it before these guys were born. So I think I got a good idea what urban exploring is. A guy actually taught me about urban exploring. He still explores, and he's 71. Hey, Dadass Podcast. Hike with Mike. How's it going? Oh, a little annoyed right now, Dadass, which is a funny thing to say when you're annoyed. See, All-American Grandpa, I'm not going to say Josh and those guys set a room up. But they have so much cinematics, and they're walking around $10,000 camera equipment. One camera is $10,000. And everybody's exploring to be exactly clear in the dark. And once again, all these big, extravagant places. You post something small, and like I got jumped on, and I've seen some others get jumped on for this. Post something small, and you get a little bit of hate mail. I do not understand the hate mail. Fine, you don't like urban exploring. You don't think what I do is urban exploring. Don't leave hate, just bypass it. Go back to the guys you like. I unfortunately have to kind of amend how much I think these big guys are good for urban exploring anymore. While they're getting the name out there, making my life in a way easier, they're also making it harder by making everybody think that what they do anymore is urban exploring when it really isn't. Josh and those guys have done some amazing urban explorations. Do not get me wrong. And I use them as examples because they're some of the biggest out there right now. Not because I have a bone to grind with these guys. But even some of them even do huge amounts of editing on their videos to make colors that aren't there, to remove rocks from pictures, make things that aren't, if you were there, that's not how it looks. That's not what I want to see. If I post an urban exploration for you guys to see, I will post it if you stand in that same place where I was, you'll see it the same as I showed you. I saw a big urban explorer actually making a video one time about how much he changes his videos. And the place looked nothing like after he was done. If I saw his done product and went to that place, it's not even close. I mean, he moved whole things, removed things using editing, and the colors, he changed them 100%. He has whole settings. He changed brownish water to bright green. Well, see, American Grandpa, if R&K admits it, if somebody's saying, hey, I'm going to set this up and take a picture, which, by the way, an urban explorer is also not supposed to do. You are not supposed to disturb. When Sean and I have been in place, there's things we wanted to pick up or move or, God, that'd be a great picture. It was like this. We don't do it. One of the biggest things is you leave nothing but footprints. The only exceptions have been if there's a chalkboard or a dry erase board, you can leave if you feel like it in a certain place, leave your your exploring handle and your date. Be in there. Yes, Devon, you are more urbex than paranormal, but you have been admitting to paranormal from the beginning. You're not one of those people to jump on it. Hey, Ashalak. Well, I'm on a weird night, Ashalak, so yeah. If you caught any of what I said, I just got my hackles up right now. There are true urban explorers on here right now. Even Hike with Mike. I call what he does a type of exploring. He just does a different type of it. Devon, I played some of his videos, did a review. What he does is urban exploring. Doesn't matter whether you're alone, with a group, how big it is, how small it is, how tired you are. The wood tick house I posted a couple weeks ago, my wife found. I was literally sleeping in the back of our vehicles. I'd been up for hours and hours doing some stuff to get ready for our trip. I'd had an hour and a half, about 2-3 hours of sleep, I think it was. And she woke me up dead because she found that house along the expressway. We had to wade through the woods. Anybody knows my lung problem? We don't work well if you just wake us up and try to make us go. I still waded through those woods, barely able to breathe to find it. It was small. It wasn't amazing. But to me, as an urban explorer, it was beautiful and so worth it. Would those guys have stopped on one of their trips to one of their big explorers to do that? No, I don't think so anymore. And that's what their people see. Lord Explorers, another, and I got no horse in the race on his channel, but he is a true explorer. He will do what it takes to get out and see a real explorer. hike 3 miles across woods, drive 3 hours for something small, not a big video where Lord Explorers knows he's going to get 300,000 views. If he gets 1 or if he gets 1,000, he's a happy camper because he got to see it and was able to share it and preserve it at all. That is urban exploring, and it's just, I know I've gone over this. I'm just so hackled right now because the comments I got earlier about my little house video. I mean, it was really annoying to have these people jump on me because it was just, well, there's nothing special there. Well, who said it had to be special? Urban exploring is about the exploration and the site itself, about seeing anything left, preserving something different. No, Lord Explorers, I've watched your videos. I've talked to him. I've talked to Fuzz. I've talked to a lot of you on here. Cindy. Cindy is, I'm so sorry, Cindy. Feel free to send the YouTube gods down on me. I'm so sorry. But Cindy's older than I am. Cindy is still out exploring, and she doesn't care if it's big or small or if it's fancy. She wants to see places. In fact, anybody out west, if you're looking for an exploring partner, Cindy would love to have somebody to collab with because her sons don't have the time to go with her very much, and she doesn't go some places alone. Exactly, Fuzz. Now, Fuzz said it right. Every find is special. I know what I've said, but what do you guys think? Do you think the big explorers, now that I see it this way, do you think maybe they've damaged urban exploring in this way? Urban exploring, Urbex, exploring, or Rurex, whatever. All of them. Have they damaged it in that way that's all people want is the biggies? They only see that and they expect it. I've also noticed lately, a lot of the big guys, RNK, John, Josh, and those guys seem to have traded sites because and I have no problem going to the same site as people been, but they really did it really quick. They're each making videos on the same site separately because they traded sites, I think. Well, see, Jewel, that's no problem. That's your idea, and you've never once minced words about being into the paranormal. I'm not. But I also watch vlogs on here from Spectral Wolfpack Paranormal. I've even watched a few of Devon's. I've watched a few others because I enjoy the company. I like the people on there. And some of the paranormal explorers do some really good explorers, which is good for me to see. And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? But you've never made minced words about it. Yeah, Urbex Strider, I had a little thing with the proper people lately, but I'm pretty much past it. Proper people deserve, even if they did make a boo-boo, which I'm still not even sure of. That's why I was asking a while back. Proper people are still very clear. I think they are very good explorers. You can ask people who've been on my video, my chats before. I call the proper people urban exploring gods, pretty much. They are extremely pure. The only bad thing they do once in a while is they share, and some of the people have said this to them also a little bit, they share too much history of some sites, and then some of the sites have been destroyed because of it. Because when you share too much history, people find it, they know it's open, they destroy it. But no, I will not, I've always said it, the only, even Devon knows me as well as anybody on here. Devon knows I've only had one problem with proper people, and I've still always called them urban exploring, I mean, amazing people. Sorry. Well, that's cool, Lord Explorers. That is an amazing pick. And the bad thing is I forgot to post to that Reddit before I posted anywhere else. Because if you post to any other Reddits before that one, they won't let you post there. Which is a really old-fashioned thing for that big a Reddit. They act like, oh, if you post anywhere else, you can only post with us. It's like, well, crap. So do I, Study Boy, but a lot of places you can't share history because somebody will find it and get there to destroy it. Jason, how's it going? I just hate to I don't even like attacking the big explorers. Well, these guys have worked real hard, but it seems like a lot of them have lost track of what exploring is. But the bad thing is, as they've wandered off the track of exploring, they're 1 million, 2 million, 5 million followers, whatever, have wandered with them without realizing they're being pulled off what they originally liked. And now they look at any of us out here doing real urban exploring and go, what are you doing? That's crap. That's not urban exploring. So, well, actually it is. My little house has been battered. I got 15 comments today that I had to remove. It's like, wow, just a crappy little house. Didn't even deserve crappy comments. Even I, as the guy that explored it, and when I ran into that halfway through my 10-hour drive of people that didn't know how to drive at all, it de-stressed me. It was the most beautiful thing I'd seen in the world at that moment. I don't know about that, Fuzz. Maybe if you're in England, they have. Exactly. Now, see, Hike with Mike, he does mostly woodsy stuff. Sorry, how to describe it that way, Mike. He hikes a lot, camps a lot, shows you a little survival stuff. But he even says here he stopped showing places because people will show up and ruin it. I mean, people go out of the way to run stuff anywhere, whether it's a camping site, an abandoned boat, abandoned building, whatever it is, people go to run it. Walter, a lot of it is clickbait. There are some guys known as clickbaiters, and I'm betting everybody that's on here right now that is an urban explorer can name at least one person they are sure is a clickbaiter. Now, do we want to go down that road? I don't know, because do I want to get slaughtered by some of their rabid fans? And that's the bad thing. A lot of these clickbaiters, and I know Urbex Pajerico hates when I start talking about clickbait. I think he's had me talking about it in a way. I mentioned it to him, because him and I talk a lot. But I just think it's getting out of hand. Some of these guys are living off clickbait now, and I think it's destroying the rest of it. And I think it's going to make YouTube come down on us again. I'm afraid it's going to make YouTube come down on us. YouTube is going to look and see all these lying. The advertisers are going to see all these lies. Advertisers aren't stupid. They have people watch these things. They're going to see lies, things that they know aren't true, lying thumbnails where the person looks at a lying thumbnail that goes to the video with nothing there, and the people are pissed to watch it. They don't want their product associated with something that's going to tick people off. Then that's going to bring out revenue, and that's going to tick off YouTube. Then when YouTube finally decides to do their job and stop the lying, which is actually against their rules, they're going to come down on all of us again. So that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about all of us getting kicked in the butt again. Exactly, Walter. I know Lord Explorers had somebody on Reddit, when I was talking about his picture, somebody was trying to weasel his sight out of him on there. And they didn't get too bad, but they got a little pushy. And yeah, I've run into it too. My military base one is the biggest one where people try to weasel it out of me. Then they're mad I won't share it. It's like, well, pfft. Or, what state is it in? Well, duh, gives it away. I don't know. Steady Boy NZ, I don't know if he's a clickbaiter, but I'm not sure he knows a lot about sci-fi. So now I know Lord Explorers had a problem the other day with somebody trying to weasel a sight out of him. So yeah, oh man. Burbeck's Bryn, how's it going? Holy crap, man. Dude, where are you right now? If you guys don't know, Bryn is all over the world. Holy crap, is he everywhere? Urbex Strider, depending on how many urban exploring videos you're searching through right now, if you run into one of the two guys I'm talking about, yeah, it's clickbait, and he admitted it to me. And I'm even loath to put his name on here, even though he's admitted it to me. It just angers me. This guy isn't doing clickbait just titles anymore. This guy's doing clickbait titles and horrible clickbait thumbnails. I mean, admittedly, unabashedly now, just to draw views. Wow, Bryn's in China. Dude, I've watched your videos from, what, South America, India? Dude is everywhere. Bryn is like, I don't know if there's a word for world or urban exploring, like WurX or something. He's like Planet X urban exploring. Exactly. See, Bryn, he travels the world and he doesn't like to tell them. Yeah, Hike with Mike, you are RURX. Rural Urban Explorer. A Rural Explorer. Peru, Bolivia, Argentina, yes. And I've watched a lot of your videos from those places. Now, Study Boy NZ is not a sci-fi guy. Study Boy NZ is a Padawan. I am the sci-fi Jedi Master, and that's that. You got Blake 7, I got all the others. I don't know. I mean, I know I've called out an Urban Explorer for clickbait in one of my videos. Devon did it even better in one of his. That's Among the Unknown. So I keep calling him Devon. A lot of guys don't know. Among the Unknown has called one out even better. I'm not sure how much more to call out because, boy, some of these people get cranky and can really bury your channel. Two of the guys I'm talking about are, I believe they're both from England. And they're just unabashedly going for haunted paranormal is what one of them is going to do now. Pretty much everything's going to have haunted or paranormal in it. And the other one, his thumbnails and titles are just total clickbait. So, yeah. Which is funny because right now, also on Facebook, I dumped another Facebook page because I had another Facebook people who invited me there knowing what I did, then start complaining about me and some other people posting our YouTube links. And they're from England and Scotland and started throwing a fit and getting angry. Yet now these are the same people that whine about clickbait, but a huge amount of them are going clickbait over there. I don't get it. Hey, no problem. Thank you for showing up. Sorry. I was trying to see if I need 48-meter water tower. Wow, man. Real. See, it's just crazy what we have to do to talk about how much we have to protect sites, how much is argue with people. And I don't know if anybody's noticed this. I wonder how much trouble like big guys do get on their pages because they do release. I noticed some of the big guys lately have been releasing a few more sites than they used to. But they clamp down on a lot of theirs pretty hardcore. And they only seem to share with other big guys, I've noticed. Which is another thing. Used to be even the larger urban explorers would share sites back and forth with smaller guys because we've got sites they don't have. But now it's like they don't even see our sites as worth their time or worthy. And their fans are seeing that. Even though, I'm sorry, I'm not going to toot my own... Well, I am going to toot my own horn a little here. I'm sorry. I don't like to be arrogant. But my channel is extremely diverse. I have got tons of stuff in there. There's a few things I don't have, but I have a hell of a mix. But these guys won't even... They don't even contact small urban explorers. And a lot of the bigger guys used to at one time on YouTube. They'd contact them and go, okay, you got a cool site there. You want to? I'll come over and collab with you, or how about we trade some sites? They don't even do that anymore. It's only traded between the small people and the big people. There seems to be a gap growing. Well, Bren has been doing this a while. He travels and he's a good world traveler. It's dangerous, but you know, how many people on here that are explorers haven't explored something alone? I mean, most of us have. I mean, Mike just likes the quiet out there. He likes to bring a little 80s music with him and stuff, but he likes the quiet out in the woods. I don't mind how I have to explore. I just love exploring. I will explore alone. Gary, Indiana was a little twitchy. I did have my pepper spray out. I'll explore alone. I'll explore with Sean. I'll explore with other explorers. I'll explore with stills people, video people. It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes for me to get to see more cool places. Yes, Devon has videos on he's alone. Oh, Lord Explorers, you get used to it. I've explored alone. I probably explored with somebody more, but I've explored alone and had a few touchy moments. It happens. Gary, Indiana was probably some of the most tense I've been in a long time. Last time I explored alone in a big city was part of Chicago, and that was 16 years ago. And it turned out, thankfully, I had better lungs then. I was able to kind of get away from some people. That was a long time ago. I'd explore with you, Jewel. I want to explore. There are people on this page I really want to explore with right now on this chat. I want to get to Pittsburgh. I don't know if I'll make it this year because my hospital stay early this year really screwed my year up. I want to get to Pittsburgh and explore with Devon. I am going to get up to Chicago and explore with Lord Explorers this year. I know I can do it. I might even be able to bring Sean on that as a one-day thing. I'm also going to head south to Cairo, Illinois this year, so I'm hoping. Jason's Journeys. I am based out of the Iowa, Illinois Midwest. I am very close to an area called the Quad Cities. That's the closest metro. I'm on the edges of it. It's a metro area of Davenport, Iowa, Bettendorf, Iowa, Eldridge, Iowa, Moline, Illinois, Rock Island, Illinois, East Moline, Illinois, Silvis, Milan. Yeah, I know. A lot more than 4 cities. It's about a 430,000 person metro area. It's not a huge city. It's more rural big city, but it is a very big metro. And the Mississippi River runs right down the middle of us. Well, Lord Explorers, I don't know if you're able to go that far away. If you are, let me know, because I would not mind you going. I'm going to explore down there with Rogue Exploration. He's close. And I doubt Sean can go to that one because it's too far to be there and back in a day and explore. You and Lord Explorers are close enough. I can get there in a day and back, so not a big deal. Yeah, Jason, I know you're in Maryland. I remembered because you and Fuzz are closer together than you and I are, man. Oh, Levine Sopery, I want to get back to Louisiana. Last time I was in Louisiana, I did explore there. It was well before the hurricane, and it was not during Mardi Gras. I've been there twice. Once during Mardi Gras, once not, and I liked it better not. Me and a friend did do urban exploring back when we had VHS tape type cameras and little picture clicky cameras to film. Yeah. But I don't have a lot of that because my parents' house burned down where I stored stuff during my home renovation. Yay, me. So people ask, well, why did you start YouTube? That's why. I don't want anything being lost ever again. Oh, it's... Sorry, Bryn's making me like a shout-out clip. What do you mean a shout-out clip, Bryn? I'm not sure what that means, honestly. I know people do shout-outs differently and they mean different things. You mean a shout-out clip of people on here, on mine, on my, like, I know or something, or Explorers? Let's see. Hey, H-Top Music. How's it going, man? H-Top is kind of like my little guilty pleasure when I'm up late editing. When I don't need to hear my editing, when I'm just doing video or moving stuff or changing things back and forth, doing, timeline. I got H-Top playing on my computer in the background silently because he's got good music. And that's not a joke, H-Top. I do play your music. I play you and Technetic Beats. That's kind of what I play a lot of. I am going back to Gary, Indiana this year, Lord Explorers. I am going in September. I've already set it up with Tenzo Roku, and he's going to take his Chevy this time so he doesn't get halfway there and have his car break. His Honda sucks. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that, Grandpa. I've already talked to Brian about it, which is Rogue Exploration. I just got to get the time down there. I'm probably going to go mid-late September, maybe early October down there. And I'm also going to try to take that's when I might make it to Louisiana. I'm going to try to take 1 or 2 heavy trips south during the winter this year. I'm going to try to not stop exploring during the winter. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I knew you made music, Devon, but I didn't know you made like music like that I could just really, you like play a channel like H-Top and Technetic does, where they just play a whole channel. You just sit there and buzz out. I know you had a whole channel, Devon. You know what? I talked to, okay, everybody, I talked to Among the Unknown the other day on the phone. He didn't mention to me he had a whole channel where he could just buzz out to like that, too. So I'm catching up with Bryn here. Bryn wrote something to me. I wanted to catch it. Oh, here it is. Twice I clip your channels. I understand. Oh, okay. No problem, Bryn. Hey, Bryn, can you email me how to get a hold of you? exploringwithcf@gmail.com. So send me your contact info, or I'm Exploring with CF on Instagram. Anywhere I'm at, same on Twitter. I'm Exploring with CF everywhere. Buccaneer Bruce. Oh man, see Kansas City. I came close. My wife and I had a business trip to in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I actually got to explore a few places on the way, and so we weren't too far from going by you. And I also explored in Pitcher, Oklahoma one time, Buccaneer. Racers TV. No problem, Hike with Mike. And by the way, folks, when he says he's going to get up for a swamp hike in the morning, he's not kidding. He loves the swamp. He don't mind the mosquitoes bigger than aircraft carriers, so he likes it out there. Yep, that's it, Bryn. Yep, exploringwithcf@gmail.com. That is me. Sorry, everyone, I'm not the fastest typer in the world. Oh, okay. Sorry, everybody. I was going to mention that tonight. Racers TV is asking what was up with the interstate video. That was a thank you YouTube glitch. I had 3 different videos sitting ready to go in YouTube. It's the first time I've done it. I've had other people who've done it, so they love uploading multiples, and you have everything ready, and don't worry about uploads the night you do it. It's all waiting there. You can just put it on, and you're good to go. Well, out of the blue, I'm sitting there, and I'm typing in details about the little house video. I'm doing tags, and all of a sudden, the screen changed, and it said, your video's been posted. I'm like, what video? It's some reason when I was doing tags on the house video, YouTube just went ahead and posted the video that's supposed to be out next week of an abandoned expressway piece. So I stopped it. I know I could have left it, but it's not what I wanted to do. I stopped it and put the one up I wanted. So the abandoned interstate section will be up next week. So that's what happened. So I probably won't be uploading multiples to YouTube anymore. I'll just do one at a time again. I know Urban Kiwiana had a problem with that, where he had some and YouTube posted 9 of his videos. They weren't supposed to be posted. So when he had like weeks for the videos, then all was done, so he had nothing left to post. So I'm not doing that anymore. But I appreciate the 18 views to it till I put it back in private. I don't know. Yeah. Why YouTube kind of didn't help things out there for me. Because I was shocked because the screen just changed when I was doing tags on one video. I don't know. So what do you guys think about YouTube? With the notifications. While we're here, I wanted to discuss that a little bit. The YouTube notifications are so crappy. Hike with Mike, the guy that just left, I get his notifications once in a while. Now, there's another guy, Jason, if I say this wrong, Jason Hemmendaler. He's also a hiking type guy I like to watch. I had a notification for months. I just assumed he wasn't putting out videos. I get a notification out of the blue. I'm like, cool. So I said something, dude, you're about welcome back. He's like, what do you mean welcome back? I go to look. He's got like 16 videos I never got notification on. And the bell is on. Oh, cool, Lord Explorers. That's great, man. Whatever you do, Lord Explorers, just don't do sub for sub. That doesn't just get you fake subs, and YouTube is cranky about it, and no watch time. Mine is still hit and miss, Jewel. There are people putting out videos I don't get. Also, people are losing subs. People they watch regular, and the sub is gone again. Racers TV. I don't know if you got my message. I am trying to talk to the people at Sandberg Mall and trying to get back into there to film it now that it's pretty much closed down all the way. So far, I have not had a lot of good luck. Even the Galesburg Preservation Society, and yes, I can give away location of this. It's no big deal. Galesburg Preservation Society is trying to help me, and they can't get anybody to work with us. So, I'm also trying to talk to another government entity about getting into a courthouse that's going to be demolished. A very old 120-year courthouse. I got a feeling I'm going to be pooped on that one too, but, you know, government people. We'll demolish it without you seeing it. We don't want you to see it, but we're going to demolish it anyway. What? Well, I don't turn off notifications, Benny. The notification on these people's channels is on. I go there, whether it's on my phone or on here, the bell is already shows rung. But I'm not getting notifications. Okay. Yeah, All American Grandpa's right. I've only had that happen two, three times, but I've got notifications for channels I've never watched. It's like, what? Dude behind the camera, tough topics. What's up, man? Sorry, I'm catching up here, everyone. Hey, Jason Golden. Wow. That's great, Jason. Are these places you're going to explore, or if you don't mind sharing them with me? Like I said, I get my email is exploringwithcf@gmail.com. I don't ask people to go and send me sites. If you happen to see something you would mind me exploring, or you don't mind sharing, that's great. If I explore a site that you shared with me, I will reciprocate and find a site for you in my area or something you haven't seen. I don't bogart my sites. I do share with real explorers, and that's that. Well, YouTube is broken. Tough Topics is right. But right now, even broken, YouTube is still the best thing going. Twitch isn't even close. Twitch is... we're not even going to talk about Twitch anymore. DTube isn't able to handle it and isn't set up good enough. And Amazon, so far, what little they've done isn't good enough to even dent anything. Oh, Lord Explorers wants to know who next week's review video is. Sorry, I'm looking on my list here. It is actually... crap. Oops, not him, because he quit. Sorry, one of these guys I know, he was on the list and he quit. No joke. It's either going to be Urban Explorer or Explorer Steve or Adjusta. Because then Lord Explorers is after Adjusta. Because the other guy quit, so that moves the guys up. So either Urban Explorer Steve or Adjusta is next week. I got to talk to the two of them and see what I can do. Adjusta may have a lot of copyright music, which would remove him from my list. I can't work with tons of copyright music. So, Lord Explorers, if that happens, then Adjusta will be off my list and you'll be moved into his spot. So, it depends on what I talk to Steve about. It'll be either Steve, then Lord Explorers, or Lord Explorers if Steve and Adjusta are out. We'll see. Sorry, I'm just checking here. Make sure I didn't miss anything while I was looking on that. Who's on my list, Study Boy? I've got Ray Ray Adventures, Tenzo Roku, Urbexy, Lord Explorers, Urban Explorer Steve, Adjusta, RJ32. I've also got, oh, good grief. I have another list over there I've added to my list. Oh, my Lord. Explore Fever. That's Fred Finder. Explore Fever. I want a couple of his. See, a lot of his are really short. Trying to find one of his longer ones and see what I can find for him. But yeah, there's people I definitely want to get to, and there's a couple I'm trying to talk to. I prefer not to review their videos without talking to them. You know, I checked under the YouTube rules. If I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of them, I can technically use it. But if I'm doing a review of If I'm just using it to be a jerk or call them out or say something, a little more touchy. But if I'm doing a review, it's pretty much open, YouTube says. Yeah. See, Jewel, Adjusta makes a mix of videos. Some of his explorers are really good, and I do like that. I don't watch a lot of his other stuff. I'm not into the challenges as much or the music video stuff. But even on some of his explorers, some of the music in there, I think maybe he's paying for copyrighted music, and it means I can't use it. Almost Caught, Devon? How long is that one? Because I don't mind reviewing them, but I'm not going to go very long. The maximum I want to review is around 20 minutes. Any more than that, it starts to get too long for us all to hang out to just watch to review it. That's about the max end of the upper end of YouTube anyway. 15 minutes? Okay. Well, let me put you back down here near the bottom again then. Okay. When your pen just gives up on you. What was that one? Almost Caught? Sorry. Almost Caught. Now, that's not a clickbait one, right, Devon? Okay, my pen has just totally given up on me. Wow. There. Sometimes handwritten notes are the best way to go. Hey, H-Top, have a good one. Thank you. Yeah, Racers TV, we started doing exploring videos only. I've had a few people mad at me that I won't do their videos, but I don't know their type of video. I know exploring. We do urban exploration video reviews every Tuesday night during my normal chat show. It's 5:30 to 7:30-ish Central Time. So that's what we do. We are going to do... I'm going to stick with it. People seem to like it. It just has to be an urban exploring video, and it has to have zero copyright music or copyright music where I can stop. Like Antonis warned me, stop or mute at this point, and because the last song is copyright, so that's where I stopped or muted his. My email is, and yes, I did take typing, everybody, and that's how bad I still am. So yeah, that's my email, everybody. Hayden, how's it going, Dan? Atlantis, how's it going? Yes, Atlantis Paranormal. This is not my normal night. I do Tuesday nights 5:30 to 7:30 normal, but I had a little hackle driving me nuts. So I get on here and kind of bring up a little bit of, are the big guys, have they forgotten what real urban exploring is, and do their fans even know what real urban exploring is anymore or care? I mean, most of the guys on here I'm talking to, of the actual urban explorers, I know not all of you are urban explorers, but the ones on their urban explorers, I know for a fact they'll explore any darn thing that gets near them. I mean, a guy not too far from me, Kaiser Glick. I mean, he's young and his parents are kind of getting away with his exploring. But he definitely wants to. He's explored just like an empty concrete grain silo. He don't care. That's the way urban exploring is. Have a good one, Racers TV. And I'll keep in touch with you about Sandberg Mall. But welcome, Atlantis Paranormal. So I was just kind of, I was questioning the big urban explorers, and maybe YouTube have YouTube fans lost sight of what real urban exploring is, or maybe some of us that are just sticking with straight urban exploring and not clickbaiting, or sorry, another way of calling clickbaiting is lying. We're not lying in our thumbnails. Can we not stop calling it clickbait? Clickbait was actually a term that was stolen. Clickbait was something different. Clickbait is now what we call view bait, where you just embellish or show the best of something to get views or clicks. That was clickbait. Clickbait now isn't clickbait, guys. It's lies. So, are the urban explorers that aren't lying in their thumbnails and titles, are we shooting ourselves in the foot? If we do want to try to make any money back not to make a living, but just a little bit of gas to help on these long drives, a little bit of food, a little bit of repair to the vehicle. Are we shooting ourselves in the foot by not lying? Can we? I mean, one of these guys I didn't expect to go into that zone. One of them, he'd circled that little drain a few times. I may do a sign print for. Wow. Even that picture of that plantation? Huh. That might be kind of cool, dude. Well, thanks, Atlantis, for coming in here. And I don't know, well, no, Bryn, you can make some money in YouTube. The big guys are making big money, no big deal, or good money. I'm never looking for that. I didn't come on YouTube to do that. But it doesn't hurt if you can even make a few pennies back towards what we expend. Sure, there's other avenues to make money on my videos and getting sponsors. Sean, my normal exploring partner, even mentions that I should use my lung problem and contact some of the medical providers and talk to them about sponsoring my channel a little bit. And I could use some of their stuff for my lung problem on my videos. So, Bryn, I understand. It's just the whole point. These guys are lying, blatant lying, and they're getting, like I said, maybe just a tank full of gas a month out of it. I wouldn't mind having a tank full of gas. So it kind of still behooves. Also, if they're drawing all the views and making people once again think that what they're doing is what urbex is, or urban exploring, it's still kind of shooting urban exploring in the foot. It's something that somebody's to put a stamp down on them lying, because that's still kind of screwing urban exploring. Exactly, Cindy. I didn't come on here to make money. I mean, with my health problem, I know I'm not going to make a living off this. And you ask my wife, I could go upstairs and get her, if she's watching her movie and very happy right now. I don't want to make a living or something. I wanted to preserve what I made. Now I haven't lost another house fire. I wanted to be able to finally share what I've been doing all this time. And maybe inspire somebody else with my health problem or others. It may slow you down, but don't let it stop you. Get out there. Well, Bryn, who says I'm not going to get a 5K subs? I've gotten to just over 1,400 in under a year. Bryn, what do I do for a living right now? Well, I was an ASE certified master auto technician for 26 years and a shop manager. Right now, I am not allowed to do those jobs because I'm not supposed to be around groups of people or the public very much. I've been forcibly put on disability. And if I didn't follow their disability request, well, this wasn't requested, and they requested the last 8 years. If I didn't follow the order, they would not put me on the lung transplant list when it came that time, because they would say I did not do what was in the best interest of my health, which means I am not acceptable to be transplanted because I won't do things right then either. So right now I am on disability. A disability, by the way, if you look up our disability laws, a disability I earned by working 3 jobs a bunch of times in my life and paying in a huge amount to disability and Social Security. No, Bryn, I can't be in groups of people. I go to the gym during off hours when it's very slow. I have a 24-hour gym. I don't go to rock concerts or bars full of people. When I'm around groups of people, I have to wear a mask or be very careful if somebody's coughing or sneezing. I have very little immune system left. So I have to be very careful of people. That's why I couldn't stay at my job. I had to be around people, and a lot of the technicians were sick, or the public would come in sick, or I'd get in a car where somebody was sick in their car. Now, I have no immune system left in my lungs. I breathe it in, I'm going to get sick, and I can't afford it anymore. I only have about 34% of my lungs still functioning. The rest is all scar tissue and damaged. So I'm staying out of the transplant list zone so far, but it's not easy. No, there are some places I can't go, Bryn. I know I can go to Japan. Japan is very oriented on cleanliness. The people there, they're sick. I've had friends go to Japan. One of them has twitchy lungs too, not quite as bad as mine or my problem, but he goes there, and the people that get sick, they put masks on. They also are incessant about cleanliness there. China, I know I can't go to. I may not ever be able to go to China even after a transplant. Because once again, they transplant meds. A lot of people don't realize they think it fixes everything. The transplant meds you take to keep from rejection actually destroy your immune system. I mean, even worse than I have now. They destroy your immune system. So yeah, that's my problem. I am on disability, and that my doctors actually approve my urban exploring because I'm around very few people. Sean has known me for 30 years. He knows how to handle my lung problem. Even if I have a very bad day, Sean would know what to do. I wear masks. I know what to watch out for. I actually have an advantage over other explorers. I take medications, breathing meds, that actually help clean my lungs out and kill bacteria in my lungs. A lot of explorers don't have that. Have a good one, Grandpa. Thanks, man. I appreciate you coming in. And give Poochie a hug, too. You know, you said you fed her a good treat tonight, so that's great. So, yeah, I don't talk about my lung problem very much on here, but since you asked, yeah, that's what's going on. I am hovering right about between 31 and 34% capacity right now. So, if anybody has any other questions about my lung problem, I'm not shy about it, and I will answer any questions, too. But it is in my channel name, Cystic Fibrosis, which is CF. A lot of CF people recognize that. And I am trying to partially inspire others not to sit around and die slowly, to get up and move. The longer you move, the more you stay alive. The more you get to see. Atlanta's paranormal. It is a degenerative condition, and I'm actually one of the older ones. At my age, I am way above the national average, and not just above the national average, I'm above it at my lung capacity. I'm very active still. I'm still in the gym 6 days a week. Thank you, Anytime Fitness, for helping keeping me alive, and do meds incessantly and everything else. That's another reason I can't work. Between my breathing treatments, my chest therapy, and my gym I have to do for physical therapy, that is about 6 to 8 hours right there a day. Amy, how's it going? Did you ever get your stream to work? I checked back and I never saw you got back on. But yeah, that's my lung problem in a nutshell. Lungs suck. I want gills. I'm tired of them. I don't know. The part of the stream is kind of unplanned. Like I said, I kind of talked about what was planned. If anybody got anything else to say about it, let me know. And what do you think about some of the big explorers? I mean, some of these explorers have been on a long time going clickbait. What do you think? And I still had a problem calling it clickbait. Clickbait was a stolen term. It's not clickbait. It's lying. Lying on their thumbnails, lying on their titles. Cindy, I know urban explorers much older than you, hon. Oh, okay, Amy. I know urban explorers from the age of 16. Actually, no, 15. Clear up to, what's the oldest one? 82 years old. I know a guy and his wife that are in their 80s and still explore. They both admit they are much slower than they used to be, but they also, he likes to say they are much wiser. He does do urban exploring. He only does pictures. He's one of the 2 older urban explorers I know, and he actually still uses film cameras because he likes film. So yes, I do talk to him, and he's one of the ones that helped actually teach me about urban exploring a long time ago. Ouch, study boy. Who do you think's the oldest? Jerk. See, Bryn, Josh, I think Josh has changed. I'm going to give Josh credit for how much real urban exploring he did, especially early on. Josh has raised the awareness of urban exploring. I have much less troubles with police officers, with landowners, with people in general when I tell them I'm an urban explorer. Josh gets credit for that. But Josh, I think, has lost his way. I think the one-upmanship where they had to go to the next biggest thing every week had to be a bigger thing to view. I think they kind of got themselves in trouble. Where I will post something huge like my military base or something, then something small like the tiny little house I posted this week. I don't care. I want to see it all. They wanted to up themselves every time. But they did build an empire out of it. Lord Explorers. Yes, Kaiser is the youngest I know also. Yes. Let's see. See, I like Cody's cinematography. Exploring with Cody. The problem I have is he's almost editing too much. He's changing. If I walk to the same place and to stand in the same place he took a picture or a piece of video, I won't even recognize it because he's over editing now. I like my stuff where if you stood where I did it, you would recognize the place and it would look exactly the same. Exactly, Jewel. Fuzz said like the same thing earlier. I see the same thing. It's the way it is. It is history. It's all cool. It's all amazing. It's great. Well, Learn Explorers, that's great because at your age, you should have a lot of exploring left. And the way you've started off, thankfully, it seems like you're on the path to be a real darn good explorer. Not kissing your butt, so when I come up there, you'll be really nice to me. But no, you really do seem like that's why I would want to explore with you. There are many explorers I would not go near. Sean and I have had a few explorers. Sean and I abandoned a couple people a couple places one time because they were real jerks. We don't like to do that, but they were real jerks. And Sean was going to beat the living bejesus out of one of them because he started damaging a site. So after Sean physically exited him out a window and we got them away from there, we left them there. So that was that. There's people I won't explore with. There's people I would definitely like to. Amy, you're right. I was really into Josh till he hit about 1 million. When he hit 1 million, it seemed to be all about how many more subscribers he could get then. Now he's, what, 3.2 million? See, Urbex Strider, the funny thing is, you want to get out there. So is Kaiser. Kaiser's just waiting to get out. So don't tell us, parents. How long to get your driver's license, Urbex Strider? Hopefully not too long. Even without a driver's license, you can get out there, man, as long as your parents give you some freedom. Rogue Exploration. He's down south of me a good ways. He does not have a car right now. His car died and he doesn't have money for another one. He takes the bus and the train. Or he walks. That man will hike for a place. You don't always have to have a driver's license, and not everything has to be an amazing explorer. Everybody, and I'm not recommending this because once again, I have no horse in this race. Go look at Explore Fever. Look at his videos. He is the busiest explorer out there, and he's in, like, I think his 60s. Sorry, Fred, if I got it wrong. He just finds tons of little abandoned things to do little videos on, and it's really cool. Check him out, Urbex Strider. That would show you what you can do with very little. Yeah, I've seen Cindy's granddaughter's out exploring with her, actually. So Cindy is training right now the next, couple generations of explorers, hopefully. Give them the bug, getting that itch going, so they're going to want to know stuff and see things. Well, Urbex Strider, like I said, you don't have to wait till you have a driver's license. Fred, as in, Explore Fever, he'll even drive around if he sees an abandoned Arby's. He'll stop and do a little video on it. And it's cool because he found one that was a very old, not square, original looking Arby's with the old hat, sombrero looking thing. That's cool. He's found some old gas stations and some weird little restaurants just driving around, including a restaurant chain that I didn't realize we had here in my area until he showed me what the sign was. Yes, Amy, I have seen Grows of Decay, and I'm also on their Reddit, and I post on their Reddit. Oh, wow, you had horses? Hey, Jason Golden, I appreciate it very much. Ooh, you're military. Hey, thanks for serving, man. I have, well, Sean, my partner, a lot of people see me explore with. Sean is an ex-Marine, and he's a veteran and an injured veteran. He was injured in battle, I believe, in Somalia. So thank you very much, Jason Golden, for serving. I have a friend who lived next door to me who is right now serving, and he's in Colorado. Out the base out there, he's a military policeman. I don't know if he wants me his name on here right now, so I'm not going to mention it. But thanks, Jason. Oh, hey, Jason, if you want to see an Urban Explorer near you, and even talk to a good one, maybe, and maybe go out with him, look up Explore NC here on YouTube. He is, sorry. Look him up, Jason. He's in North Carolina, man. No joke. And he's a good explorer. So if you're around there and you want to get out and see a place, he might just be the person to contact. Get a pony? Pony Urbex? That's Rurex there, Bryn. Pony Urbex, Rurex, Rural Exploration. Oh, yeah, Urbex Strider. See, there you go. You're going to be an Urban Explorer. You're even on family trips. You're trying to find stuff on your maps. When you guys stop, I'm sure you take off to them. Study Boy NZ. A number of explorers doing an abandoned radio station. Now Josh has done it. Yes. Once again, I will explore a place many explorers have. I don't care. I want to see it. Maybe I'll see it differently. But you can see there's like a group of 6 or 7 explorers now that I think are starting to be out of ideas or know what to do or are foundering. And they're really just sharing their sites and really rotating the same sites very rapidly. Because Study Boy's right. I've seen like 5 or 6 of the big guys do the exact same radio station within days of each other on their channels. So I do think maybe Josh and some of these guys have lost their way, and they can't downgrade. They can't realize to come back down with the rest of us and explore everything. They're all trying to look for the crazy, the mundane, the cool stuff. Wow, Jason. 8 years, man. Thanks. My friend is not that far in. He's only about 2 years in. My partner, Sean, though, who is my exploring partner, he's ex-Marine, or some of them say you're never an ex-Marine. I think he did 5 or 6 years. He was in the original Desert Storm, Somalia, and at least one other theater, and he was based on ship for a while. Stay safe, Jason, and thanks. And thanks for coming in. Sorry, I'm catching up again. You know what I mean? Paranormal, okay, that's something I do. We touched on it a little bit ago. Amy, you'll love Explore NC. Wow, 2 years Germany. Oh, yeah, the old war sites. Yes. Yes, Jules kind of like she's my research department. Wow, Lord Explorers, jeez. It's an addiction. So I'm catching up here. No problem, Bryn. Thank you. Yeah, if you email me that, I will definitely do that and try to get it to you in the next couple days. Is that okay? Give me 2 to 4 days. I got a lot going on the next 2 to 4 days. I got to start planning a trip to Detroit and Ohio with a friend. I got to make sure my lungs are going to handle the stressful time there. Sorry. Okay. Now, we talked a little bit earlier about paranormal. I'm not into the paranormal, but I know people that are, and these people are people that have been into it long before lately. Lately, it seems like paranormal is the new clickbait, I guess you'd say, on YouTube. Everybody is going into paranormal this, haunted this, creepy ghost this. And I'm feeling bad for my paranormal exploring friends who used to be doing this before it was the in thing or the clickbait thing, because they're getting drowned just as much as the rest of us normal explorers are. And then now there's explorers that I've known been exploring on YouTube much longer than I have. I followed a couple of them for about 5 years, and now suddenly they're going, paranormal this, haunted this. I'm like, dude, I talked to him. I'm like, you never mentioned once about a ghost thing. Well, yeah, sure, I had a little interest at one time. I'm like, what? You're doing it for views. Bryn, I do appreciate you coming again, man. That's crazy. From China. I love technology. Well, that's cool, Cindy. Or Amy. Yeah, Amy's husband does her research for our parks. Urbex Strider, Detroit is crazy. My first time there, I was unprepared. No matter what anybody tells you about Detroit, until you've been there and been in some of those areas, you're unprepared for how big the abandoned areas are. The problem is, honestly, and this is going to sound bad for what we were just talking about, a lot of it is not worth exploring. Why? Because it is beyond explorable, because if there's anything there, it's a bare concrete building left. The people there literally strip it to the point it looks like a bombed building from World War II. There's nothing to see. I mean, nothing. There's not even a piece of architecture to see left. It is a bare, stripped, sometimes skeleton, nothing. And you'll have areas that big, the size of a 30,000 person city. It's neat from a big picture standpoint, or even a drone standpoint, where you can fly. Some no-fly zones up there that are pretty bad. It's... Oh, wow. Cool, Bryn. Thanks. But, if you ever go to Detroit, you're not going to be prepared. I've explored a few places. I got to talk to my friend. Because, honestly, if I go back up there, I got to be able to find good places to explore that I want to see. I have to want to see it. And I've explored a bunch of the bone stark, nothing left buildings. It literally looks like the World War II pictures you see. And there's not really anything to explore there, and they're so dangerous. And the people that hang out in those areas, yeah, and I can't carry my concealed carry there because, thank you, Michigan. Michigan has stupid gun laws. So I can't even protect myself properly in those bad areas. Wow. I'm sorry, Cindy. Yeah, Sean is on disability, Cindy, but he's not totally disabled, but he does have some good problems. He's still got shrapnel. It's slowly working itself out of his head, and they have to pull little bits. Didn't get any brain. And he's got some horrid back problems and a few other things. And some of the chemicals he was around caused some thyroid issues. And they trace it to the chemicals. So, yeah, Jewel. It's bad because there's not even architectures left. I did do a couple from Detroit, and I posted them last year. One was a school, and one was an old hospital. Those are two of the best, least bombed out places we could find that day. I've also got video of the Pontiac Silverdome just before they dropped it, too, but it's only video from my drone. Yeah, the Damien silos, Lord Explorers. Lord Explorers talking about some silos that are not too far from him and I's areas. Kind of between us, I think. Oh, Urbex Strider, not just stripped down. We're talking destroyed. Just destroyed for the sake of destroying it by angry groups of people, just crazy stuff. And the huge neglect. Because some of these places, now think about Detroit, right now, I think a friend of mine who lives there told me only has a third of the people living in it it was designed for. That's max. So 2/3 is empty. And a lot of that's been empty for decades and decades, sitting after it was beat up and stripped by people. So then you got 30, 40 years of damage from the conditions. It's just horrid. Exactly, Cindy. Is that the cemetery I saw you guys in, Cindy? I appreciate it, Urbex Strider. Like I said, if you like to share with me, if anybody shares with me, you can call me out later if you're going somewhere and go, hey, I'm going someplace and I see you might have done someplace near there. Can you share? And I'll definitely reciprocate. Yes, Atlanta's paranormal. That's the funny thing about gun laws. I don't like to get political here. Gun laws only affect law-abiding citizens, folks. You can make 1,000,000,000,000 gun laws. You can make one. The criminal will follow not the one, not the trillion. Who will get stuck getting messed over by gun laws? The legal citizen. So I'm not sure why people think more gun laws will fix it. And guns aren't the problem, honestly. London, England does not allow gun ownership. London, England has 150,000 less people than New York City. London, England has more murders in it than New York City. And they do it without guns. So think of that. That's my now you know moment of the day. Remember those during commercial cartoons? Exactly, Jewel. Architecture is. Even that little farmhouse I did. Great much here, but I get to see there were some built-ins that we don't put in houses today with the weird little sliding cabinet thing up top over the closet. Nobody does that anymore because nobody wants to stand on a chair to get stuff out of their closet regularly. They could be Lord Explorers. Let's see. Urbex Strider, yeah, it is wrong. It's unconstitutional, and maybe that'll get corrected soon. My driver's license is good on all 50 states. My marriage is good in all 50 states. Why? Because the Constitution says reciprocity is a law and a must in our country. It means your gun permit, even if you're supposed to get one, which you're not supposed to have to, if you have a gun permit in one state, it's good in all 50. So these gun states that don't allow it, it's illegal. All right, everybody, look. If you're anywhere near North Carolina, oh, Jason, um, Jason, Jason Golden, look up Jason's Journeys. He is in Maryland. That's not too far away, and I think he will travel to explore. So everybody, look at Jason Golden right there. He has his email up. If you're anywhere near North Carolina, or you know anybody else near North Carolina, let him know. I'm sorry, Jason, to ask this question. How close is North Carolina to West Virginia? Look up Fuzz TV. Fuzz TV is in West Virginia. If somebody that's Jewel or Lord Explorers, if you could look up Fuzz and post his link here in the chat for me real quick, I would very much appreciate it. Oh, Jewel, you didn't know as you were out of touch. My wife and I were in Oklahoma recently. About a month ago, we were in Tulsa and Catoosa. And we were going through right there. So we had business in Tulsa. So yeah, I explored an abandoned expressway section down there and a couple little houses and buildings and stuff. All right, Jason. But yeah, let me see if I can find them here. Might lose you guys a second here. Let's see if I can get this to find. Come on, technology. There we go. Link. Copy link. Come on. You can do it. All right. There we go. Here is Fuzz's link. That's Fuzz TV there, Jason. And he's in West Virginia. Talk to him. Let me see if I can find Jason for you also. Thing is, I'm not sure Jason's thing on here is the same. as it is on Hangouts. Oh, there it is. Yep, I found it. Okay. Oh, you're being a jerk. Really? Are we really going to be like this? Remember, everybody, technology isn't always your friend. Here is Jason's journeys. For you, Jason. Try those guys. They are at least out east, and then also explore NC. That might get you some good exploring action, man. Well, Cindy, maybe someday I'll make it that far and I can meet you. I would love to put meeting other explorers on my channel. Have a cool meetup. That's just neat as heck. Um, that's up to you, Devon. Honestly, that one's a gray area for exploring for naming places. It depends. Do you think you naming it is going to make other, not just explorers, but maybe vandals go there? That's up to you. Just think about it that way. Will it draw vandals if you name it? If it won't, then fine. No problem, Lord Explorers. I'm not going to be on a lot longer. Well, Devon, Jewel says no. Jewel has ruled. Court is over. Thanks for coming, Lord Explorers. Oh, Amy, it's crazy. Like I said, I live in a 430,000 person metro area. If you go not too far outside of this area, you can add about another 20,000. Sean and I have tried to find other urban explorers here. We found one guy, and he's rarely active. He urban explores maybe twice a year. Sean and I have been trying to find somebody else in our area. You would think in this many people you'd find somebody else. It's crazy dead here for urban exploring, which is kind of good because if Sean and I go somewhere, we pretty much know we're the only ones going to see it as urban explorers and not, there's a lot of vandals though. Well, it's up to you, Devon. You know your city, but, so that's just something you got to be careful with. Well, Cindy, I know there are a good amount in the West. I know Idaho has a lot, no joke. Idaho has a good amount of urban explorers, some in Washington State, Oregon, and California. This don't seem to be in Nevada. There's a couple. Now, Texas and Oklahoma seem to have a good amount, and parts of Missouri. Surprisingly, parts of Missouri have a good amount of explorers. There's a good group near St. Louis, and a good group in southern near Neosho. Well, hey, Atlanta's Paranormal. If you're in the Southern Virginia, you might want to look up Fuzz TV also. He's in West Virginia. I'm not sure how far from you. He is right now looking for some more exploring. So maybe you guys could link up sometime. You help each other out. I'm not sure how much he's into the paranormal, but I don't think he cares. I think he just wants to explore. So maybe Atlantis, you should look up Fuzz also. Amy, I will agree in a way. Exploring with a partner is better in some ways, especially if you're in sketchy areas. It's better for safety. People are less likely to mess with you if there's two of you. And two of you, one can be looking out all the time. Sean and I have had a few issues. The hospital video on our site of Old Reed, we were being followed by guys with bats. So, two is better. Plus, you get some banter. If you're doing a video, sometimes people want to hear you just describing stuff. And I'm not talking about just to get views. I'm talking about it's still cooler to see people talking about it between them. And you get more points of view. That's why I do live streams from Explorers when I can. Sorry, catching up. Oh, Alabama? Jeez, man. Wow. Urbex Strider, how far are you guys from, like, forgive my bad oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing really horrible in my picturing the United States in my head. How far are you from Tennessee, Urbex Strider? Because I know some people in Tennessee. Oh, there you go, Jewel. Urbex Strider. These people are a lot more heavy into the paranormal. I don't know if you are or not, but Spectral Wolfpack Paranormal is in Alabama. And at the very least, if they can trust you, they might share exploring sites with you, whether or not it has anything to do with paranormal. But they've been out there a long time. They are one of the paranormal groups I will not shoot a stink eye at, because that's what they started out to do. Thank you, Jewel. So there you go, Urbex Strider. Try looking them up. Or if you're close enough to Tennessee, look up Ray Ray the Explorer. He is in Tennessee and a good explorer. Or there you go, Urbex Strider. If you got, you might want to look up Ray Ray the Explorer and contact him. And or, like Jewel said, Spectral Wolfpack Paranormal is in Alabama, but Jewel says he'll just explore. So not everything has to be a ghost hunt, so try that. Yeah, Alex is a pretty cool guy. I've been on his streams, and he knows I'm not into the paranormal thing, and they never have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with what they do, so. And they've been on a while, guys. And they work hard at what they do. One little thing. Which one, Urbex Strider? Because I can probably find you one of them. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Well, that didn't work. Oh. There it is. I found Ray Ray's. Just hang on a sec. Maybe. Here is Ray Ray the Explorers. He is in Tennessee. I like Ray Ray. He's a good guy. Every once in a while, I've mentioned to him, he will explore a little too many rain drainage tunnels for me, but to me, that's just man-made concrete tunnel. But he likes it. No big deal. Let's see here. And there, Jewel got you got the other one. So there you go, Urbex Strider. The top one is Ray Ray the Explorer. The second one is Spectral Wolfpack Paranormal. Try those two and see if you can get some love there. Get some good exploring love going. And both these guys are people you can go to their channel and check them out. They have tons of work to see that they are serious about their stuff. They're not messing around. Not a problem. That's part of what the live streams are for. Help each other out. It's nice having Jewel, my tech person, in here tonight. Jewel has been very sparse over the last few months. She broke a lot of explorers' hearts by just disappearing on us. I was going to mention, Sean and I last weekend spent a rough couple days out exploring, and I didn't get any live streams out of the explorers. We had an epic day, especially the one day. We ran into a farm abandoned in some woods not far off a rural highway in the middle of nowhere. Abandoned farm, and we found old vehicles, not old, 80s vehicles and a dune buggy in one barn that's been there for 15 years. We found 2 abandoned houses in the woods. Lost in the woods. One of them had not had a human in it. No vandal, no nothing. No human since 1982. And it was collapsing. It was 2-story. And we had a heck of a time crawling around that one without getting ourselves injured. But Sean was Spider Monkey. We could not do any live streams because the whole day we had, that's how far we were in the boonies, no signal. No signal on Verizon. Verizon has a signal up my dog's nose. That's crazy. So I couldn't do any lives. Also, we found it a church in the middle of nowhere. I have pictures on Instagram if anyone wants to check. Also exploring the CF. A church that never was ever even wired for electricity. It's like Laura Ingalls Wilder or Little House on the Prairie type thing. Small little church in the middle of nowhere. Still the old original piano sitting in it with half the strings rotted in half. And really cool little church in the middle of nowhere. So we had an epic day. But couldn't do any live streams. There were 2 little towns we actually went to. We'll use a bathroom, get some drinks and stuff. These little towns had no signal. We're asking the guy in the store, how do you guys use cell phones? He goes, nobody does. You can't use a cell phone until you're 70 miles out of town. I'm like, oh my God. This is the town time forgot. The only way they have internet or cable is through satellite. It is crazy. I mean, 2 towns of not 1,000 people, around 600 to 800 people each. No cell service at all. None. No cable. Only internet you have is satellite. That's craziness. Yeah, you gotta get 70 miles outside the one town, like 30 outside the other to get any cell signal. It's like, wow. Ray the fam, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yes, Cindy, Ray is a very genuine, great guy. He is, what you see on the camera is what you get with Ray. I don't know, Jewel. You call a time capsule? Me and Sean are waiting for the banjo music to start up. We discussed it. Sean said all he has to do is outrun me with my crappy lungs. I'm like, great. Oh my Lord, Rabbit. How is it going, Rabbit? So what's up with Rabbit and Ray the fam? How you guys doing? We've been on actually longer than I thought it was going to be. Oh man, Jewel. Like I said, the one house we found in the woods, I left the pictures on Instagram. You can barely see it in the woods. That picture I took is no joke. I'm like 15 feet from that thing. You can still barely see it. Sean did a spider monkey thing across 3 rooms that collapsed in on themselves on one side almost. There's a little flooring this wide sticking out. We go around one doorway, and there's the other doorway to the upper floors that are in one good shape on the other side of the house. He's spider monkeying around so we get to the stairs. So it was something. I found, I think one of my pictures shows a 1973 Boys Life magazine. The only reason I know somebody was in there in 1982, I found a bottle of Pepsi Free in a pop case. I looked at the back, it had 1982 on it. Other than that, nobody's been there. All the toys are 70s, 80s. Everything laying is 70s, 80s. Oh man, Jewel, it was a little bit weird because everybody there knew we weren't from that town. When we pulled up to the gas station, little market there, everybody's looking at us. It was like Village of the Damned. Everybody went, "Rrr." It's like, uh-oh. Sean actually asked me, dude, do you have your concealed carry? I'm like, no. He's like, that's stupid. You can carry here. Atlantis. Sorry, I'm catching up here, everyone. Yeah, Amy, Deliverance. We were worried. Plus, sometimes you're exploring out in those areas, you're afraid that somebody, if you do find you out there, you're going to get shotgunned. Even though none of the land was marked no trespassing. The only marks were no hunting, which Sean loved. On the side of one of the houses was a very old no hunting sign. It's like, okay. Exactly, steady boy. You aren't around here, are you, boy? Uh-oh. With my lungs, all Sean's got to do is outrun me, so I'm up a creek. Oh, man. Oh, but man, Atlantis, it was weird. I've never traveled that big a distance and had that big a gap in my cell coverage. It's between these 2 towns, little towns in the middle of BFE, if you know what BFE means, just totally nowheresville with a big dead area. Sean and I are out in the woods, And we kept looking, going, for the love of crap, give us a cell signal. Nothing. And we want to go back in that area because we wonder if there's more lost in those woods. Besides those 2 houses, the shack, and the whole farm area we found with, missing in there. Get out the power chair. Well, I would, Amy, but you know what? The power chair ain't going through them woods. Not at all. So it's pretty much do what you can. I see Ray the Fam is sporting the good old Smokey the Bear, back when we used to call them forest fires, and didn't make up this stupid phrase, wildfires. I swear, next time I hear wildfire, I want to just strangle somebody. It's a forest fire. Stop it. Stop amping it up. What, next 5 years they're going to have to change it to make people even more scared? Only you can prevent wild crazy fires. I don't know. Insane fires. Super fires. I don't know. Let's just try to amp it up. Nothing wrong with forest fires. Well, urban exploring does mean abandoned places, Rabbit. I'm sorry, but that's how urban exploring started. If you want to call it exploring, that's one thing. Exploring is a much wider range. Why my channel is Exploring with CF. Not like Urbex this or Urban this or something. Urban exploring actually came from I believe, the San Francisco area in the late 50s, early 60s. It was originally termed, urban exploring is the actual exploration of abandoned places. And that is the actual term, urban exploring. It is exploration of abandoned places. That's why I kind of call myself an explorer. Explorer is more of a broad group where everything doesn't quite have to be abandoned. So when I have a thing for abandoned mall or dead malls, not quite closed malls, whenever I cross those, I can explore those on my channel because they're not abandoned, but they fall under my exploring category. If I called my channel Urban Explorer CF or CF Urban Explorer or CF Urbex, it's a little rougher where people in the community could come down on me and go, that's not abandoned, and they're right. Actual urban exploring is the exploration of abandoned places or structures. Well, I don't know, Amy. I'm just getting a little tired of hearing the name of wildfires. What was wrong with forest fires? We all knew what it meant. They just had to amp it up, make a bigger, scarier term. And they know what it means when they say forest fire. Forest fire worked for all fires for decades, but wildfire sounds scarier. Exactly, Steady Boy. You're an explorer. So yeah, Rabbit, if you want to say you're an explorer, I have no problem with that. But if somebody says they're a direct urban explorer, that is really abandoned places. Which is why mine is Exploring with CF. I give myself a zone. And I know some people that actually have urban exploring blah blah or some blah blah urban exploring in their title. And they've taken some crap for suddenly they go off exploring non-abandoned things. I know some people gave Josh crap when he went off exploring things that weren't abandoned or on his trips, traveling. And I actually defended him going, no. His channel is Exploring with Josh. It means anything he wants to explore. Urban exploring, even when it was coined in San Francisco, the urban part of urban exploring meant something different than it means now. Urban exploring didn't mean city explorers. It meant anything people. Because the word urban used to mean more like urban sprawl, which could cover anything people have done. And that's what urban is. Urban exploring originally was exploring abandoned places, abandoned from people. Things people had habitated or lived in or used and abandoned them. So that's what urban exploring is. You can adventuring, Rabbit, I would definitely call you an explorer. I mean, definitely. I look at your channel and your videos, you're a definite clear explorer. Whether you're an urban explorer, I'd say no. Am I an urban explorer? Mostly. Am I totally? Nope. I have done a couple of, dead malls. I've done a dinosaur show that I never did post, but I did explore that. So exploring is different than urban exploring. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Jewel. I once lived in. The older term of urban didn't mean like we do now. We split it up into urban and rural, like urban is city. No, urban meant more habitated by people or habitat, something lived in or, used by people. Or like Jewel says, once lived in. Well, see, Amy, exactly. You're an explorer. But yeah, thanks, Amy. I know you got to go, hon. But yes, Amy, you're an explorer. Anybody exploring out there, you're an explorer. Whether you're an urban explorer, that's a narrower view of exploring. Yeah, rural is city, and some people actually split it down and call it rurex, rural exploration. I just call it exploring. Exploring with CF, I can do city, country, dead malls, I can do cool dinosaur shows, I can do whatever. If I want to explore it, it fits for me. I admit, 90+% of what I do is urban exploring. But no, Rabbit, you are a clear explorer. Anybody goes to your channel, Rabbit, and check it out, people. You're going to look at Rabbit, and you're going to go, oh, that's an explorer. And he is. Clear, honest, dead-on explorer. Now, I know Lord Explores on his channel, he lists it all. Urban exploring, urbex, rurex. He just covers it all on his channel header. Have a good night, Amy. I started my morning with Amy. She was out on one of her walks, and I joined her. We chit-chatted for a good while. It definitely broke up doing my breathing treatments this morning very well. No problem, Rabbit. Trust me, man. I didn't label myself Urban Explorer because I do urban exploring, but I wanted to be able to have a range. And like I said, I have a thing for dead malls. When me and my wife are in Tulsa, oh, there are 2 dead malls I so wanted to explore, but I couldn't because we ran out of time. She had a timetable. I had to be back for work. So we scooted. I ended up driving most of the way so she could get some sleep for work the next day. Exactly, Cindy. And that's exploring. Cindy lives a little more out there. If you really wanted to pigeonhole Cindy, you would actually say she's more rurex, rural exploration. But I like exploring. It was, Jewel. My wife drove, let's see, Karen drove the first, 3-4 hours of the 9-hour drive, and I drove the rest. Even though I cut a lot of time off what the GPS said. GPS said, you will arrive in 4.5 hours. I made it in under 4. I wanted her to have a little sleepy time in her actual bed. Our bed for her. She had to go to work. She is a trooper, and she found that wood tick house for me, and that was great of her. She's like, oh, is this enough? I'm like, of course it's enough. There's actually more to that Explorer that I didn't put on the channel because there wasn't much there. There's another building farther in the woods. And I went there. There wasn't really anything to see. The floor had caved in. The desk was doing a Sarlacc monster from Star Wars Empire Return of the Jedi. The desk was down in like the carpet. It was really like it was eating it. That building wasn't anything to see. Couldn't get in it. But yeah, she was great showing me that. And that's why she's actually in the video. It's her debut. And she was so proud of it until between the two of us, we picked over 40 wood ticks off ourselves. 40 plus wood ticks. It was insane. Missouri is insane with wood ticks. I grew up in the woods. I've never seen that many wood ticks. Ever. It's crazy. Our car wasn't even parked near the city. Near the woods. It had a huge amount of concrete between it and the woods. Somehow, when I opened the door, when I got back from the Explorer, there was a wood tick crawling on the deck in there. I was like, are you kidding? Yeah, at the hotel that night in Tulsa. She was picking wood ticks. She found one that got in her, couple got in her socks. Like 4 or 5 more wood ticks. It was crazy. I think last count, it came out 43 wood ticks between the two of us. Most of them on her, which definitely dulled her enthusiasm for exploring. Well, I'm a woodsy rat there, Cindy. I was raised, my parents owned about 25 acres of woods. I know for you guys in the desert own 1,000 acres. That don't sound like a lot. When you own 25 acres of dense woods, that's a lot to work with. You got creeks, real creeks. You guys call rivers out there are creeks to us. Creek, whatever. Well, Jewel, we were out in the middle of nowhere, and I actually opened the car doors on the Durango and stood between them. We were on a back road, and I stripped myself down because I didn't want all the wood ticks on the clothing. And I found a few that had gotten up my pant leg and got on my calves. I got them before they bit in. Only one got up my shirt and bit me on the back of the kidney area. But man, oh man, it was crazy. I don't know, Devon doesn't have a set time. Streams don't have to have set times. Remember, Devon, you were on the stream where we talked about not setting times? Because then sometimes you run out of time when you're talking about something cool. There you go, Rebecca Strider. I like woods. Lots of possibilities. Good tree houses, too. Yeah. Oh, but Jewel, the Durango wasn't parked anywhere near the trees. It's crazy. And I opened the door and there's one in there. I'm like, oh, come on. What can you about ticks? Napalm. Calling the Air Force, have a napalm the whole state of Missouri. That is crazy. Yeah, Bryn, we're still going for right now. I'm probably done here any minute. The chat got going good. We just stuck with it. Wow. You're in Ohio? And now you're in Vegas? Or Las Vegas? Nevada. Yes, Jewel, I did say napalm. That was the bug spray I told you to use when we were on Rogue Explorations channel, and I didn't know if you knew what that meant when you said, what's bug spray is good for bugs? And I said napalm. I was waiting for you to laugh, but you didn't laugh then. I'm like, uh-oh, does she even know what napalm is? Exactly, study boy. Oh, tick on the... Okay. Ouch, Bryn. That wood tick gets killed with extreme prejudice. I am making wood tick powder out of that guy. Well, yeah, it's not bad words, Devon. Oh, that one isn't going to. There's that comment. Nope, sorry, Bryn. I got to remove that one. I got a couple young... I got to remove that one, Bryn. Because I have a couple young CF children that actually follow my channel. Because they have cystic fibrosis like me. And their parents would prefer if I kept the F-bombs off here. Up. And the S-bomb. Sorry, Bryn. I got to remove those. The S-bomb and the F-bomb I need to watch. That's what happens when you have a few young followers. And I do see these people at the cystic fibrosis clinic I go to. The one mother was asking me, hey, my daughter really loves your channel, but can you watch the... I'm like, oops. And that's why if you watch some of my newest videos, when I say a bad word, if I don't cut it out of the video, you hear a horn honking now. I'm covering the words. Exactly, Bryn. Yeah, and Sean's daughter didn't know I did this. She was watching one of our newest videos with him. And suddenly I'm talking, honk. And she's like looking out the window. And Sean's laughing. He's like, no. He's blocking the bad words for Layla. That's the girl with CF, I know. The little girl. He's like, she's blocking bad words because the kids don't need to have that. So, yeah, there's a honking horn in my video now in places. That's where I did not cut the bad word. I just left it and pasted over it. But, no, Devon, trust me. When you're a CF person and you're in the hospital a lot, nutsack definitely is not going to upset the parents. Well, Bryn, in Germany, they're a little less uptight than we are here about what our children see and hear. I'm not uptight. I'm just respecting the wishes of, well, Layla's like 8. And I think the boy, I forgot his name, my wife knows it, he's like 11 or 12. Fire truck. There you go, Devon. Fire truck. No, Devon, I'm a little better about covering it than that. I don't like F, honk, K. No, I'm like a little more longer honk. Go to my sites and spray ding-dongs. Nice. Well, yeah, study boy, you're a teacher. You don't get to walk into your classroom and go, what the F is up, kids? The driver's truck exploration video coming up. Nice. Oh, geez. Wow, Devon, that's pretty good. Devon, I need to talk to you about maybe doing a new intro for my channel. My Exploring with CF. I changed it recently. I don't know what anybody thought of that. I changed it from the normal me having Exploring with CF covering part of the video, overlaying part of it with an actual piece before. I don't know what anybody thought of that. I'd be happy to know what you think. Is that an improvement? Or do you prefer I go back to putting Exploring with CF over like the beginning of the video? I kind of like the separate part with a little sound effect, but I don't know what anybody thinks. See, that I was going to make an animated one, which my wife can do, but it just takes time. I'm not good at animated stuff. My wife actually has 2 college degrees in it, and she can do it. She's just very busy right now. Well, Devon, I may have to call you on the phone in the next few days and talk to you then. But let me get this, I want to make sure I get the little clip done for Bryn in the next few days, then I'll try to talk to you. All right? Because I wouldn't mind, Devon. I kind of show you a few people what they've done and give you an idea what I'm interested in. That's what I have now, Devon. That's what I have. I have Exploring with CF at the video at the beginning now. You haven't been to my channel lately, have you? Right after my disclaimer, it says Exploring with CF. It has like a little sound effect. Almost something like what Jericho does, but not quite. But yeah, it's black background. It's Exploring with CF. And then it has a sound effect. It's its own block. That's what I did now. Title sounds like the A-Team. Nice. No, but at the beginning, people mentioned the A-Team on my exploration of the military base, Bryn, because at the beginning I had gun bullet sounds. People going, God, I thought I was watching the first part of an episode of the A-Team. As most people know that come here normally, I don't toot my own horn very much, but I did get a sense of a little bit of shock and pride this week. Sean got a hold of me and told me, dude, you need to go and look at our channel. And I went back and looked at the military base video, hit 80,000 views. I didn't realize last time I saw it, it had like 66 or 67,000. If you're in trouble and no one else can help, you too can call the A-Team. Yes. No problem, Ray. I'll probably be on here another 5.5, 6 minutes. Making a steady 2 hours. Seems to be my normal stream length anyway, about 2 hours. That's no problem, Devon. You already told me that on the phone, remember? You told me you're spending time. I'm just busting your chops, as they say. Is that an old person saying? I don't know. My dad used to say it, so I guess it is. Yike. Is it 80K? Okay. Yeah, because that's what Sean told me. And I went and looked. I'm like, oh, 80, dude. What? Oh, sorry, Cindy. I thought you said it was 5:30. I'm like, no, not where you're at. But wait, Cindy. It's only 10 o'clock there. You are Western time, right? Are you Mountain? Well, Cindy, thank you, hon. I'll talk to you more later. And make sure you keep the grandkids going with you. That's good for them. They're going to learn a lot and hopefully they can take over. Someday, when you can go to the the old explorers rest home, or just stop exploring, I guess. Sorry, you can send them out. No problem, Ray. Yeah, Devon, you're 1 hour ahead of me. It's almost 1 a.m. for you, almost midnight for me. And my wife, I can't believe none of you can hear it. She's watching one of the Transformers movies upstairs. She's been working her way through them now. And the big sub upstairs is really shaking this house. It's crazy. Yep, Urbex Strider, you're on the same time zone as I am. Well, guys, is there anything else you want to talk about the last couple minutes? Bring anything up. I don't care. It can be even general YouTube stuff. Okay, Ray, yeah, you're definitely West Coast. I have to say, I do like the Smokey the Bear avatar. I miss old Smokey. I miss McGruff the Crime Dog, too. I don't know. I kind of watch a lot of cartoons and stuff, so. That's why I have a Cadillacs and dinosaurs picture right behind the computer monitor. Oh, man, Ray. Not to go politicky, but boy, what is going on in California? California don't even like to stay together anymore. Oh, Devon, I just want to get to Pittsburgh and explore with you, and not being a wiener or anything, I'll just explore whatever you recommend, because I'd like to do a collab videos with you. I like collaboration videos, and I don't have to be on my home turf. Your home turf, I don't mind that. I still think it's a cool thing. I'll explore whatever you think I'm going to be frisky over. Urbex Strider, I stopped using the UER site, sold a lot of explorers, because there were some people on there that were breaking the rules, and they were, once you posted a site, they would be taking it and giving it to anybody, including vandals. The UER site has taken a lot of hits because of that, because people giving away sites. Real urban explorers don't like their sites openly shared unless it's with permission, it's demolished, or totally 100% wide open public, and you can't make it any worse. And there were people getting on the UER site that were openly sharing to arsonists, vandals, and outright thieves. So UER took a big hit. A lot of people won't even go near UER anymore. I know one of the guys that's banned from UER because he started this crap of screwing things up. Yeah, I see that, Urbex. Straight. Ray the fam. Man, I've been up too long. Yeah, lots of forest fires. Even though I have to admit, I do have a little problem with a few of the forest fires. People that lived in houses when I was like 15, 20, and the other houses burned out, rebuilt in the same place, knowing there's going to be another forest fire burning their house again. And they're crying again. It's like, okay. Now, the United States government came along my area, and people that kept getting flooded every year, the government said, we're going to buy you out. You either take the buyout or you don't come whining to us ever again. And most people took the buyout, but some didn't, and they're come whining. The government goes, I'm sorry, we need to do the same in California. Go, You keep rebuilding in places, get your house burned down. There was a couple on TV going, this is the 5th time our house has been burned down in 25 years. Then why are you staying there? You got to pay out, leave. Your house is burned down almost every 5 years? Ugh. Well, Devon, I don't know how far me and Lang will make it. I'm going to meet him in Detroit. Then we're going to Ohio. I don't know if we'll make clear over to Pennsylvania, especially as far away as you are in Pennsylvania. I don't know if I'll make it this year. That hospital stay, that 2.5-week hospital stay totally screwed my year up. I'm not even going to make it out to see Fuzz. I know I'm not now. Just everything is off kilter. No, Urbex Strider, it doesn't, because all it takes is one bad person on the UER to share or give somebody a password and share a site, and it's over. So a friend of mine was going to do something like UER and have a pay system. You had to pay a membership fee to be in there. That most people don't want to, vandals don't want to pay money. So, but he just gave up because there's too much idiots, too many idiots out there just giving stuff out to people destroy it. Well, it's okay, Devon. I'll talk to you more about it when I get close to doing it. Yeah, don't they give him a clue? I don't know, Ray. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, here I'll help you out, Devon. Look at Detroit and draw a line down and slightly east. We're kind of heading a corridor that way. Lang has a few ideas of place he wants to go. That's where we're heading through Ohio. We might meet up with Explorer Fever. He's in Ohio. Well, I don't know how far Pittsburgh is from, like I said, draw a line down slightly east from Detroit. And that's where we're going to be. There's an area of about, I can't remember how wide we're going to go through down there. A lot of people stop using UER because a lot of people won't share sites there. There are some good guys on there, Urbex Strider. Just, I don't want to share my sites on there because of who they're getting fall in the hands of. There are some people out there that's insanely bad. And I don't want to be a person that goes back and films a site that got destroyed by these people. So people living in Toronto Alley. Exactly, Ray. Yes. I don't know why the federal government doesn't do the same thing to them they do to the people along the river here. Or how about people in Florida? You know you're getting by a hurricane. Not maybe. If you don't have insurance, don't come talking to the federal government. My taxpayer dollars in Iowa, Illinois area should cover our stuff, not your idiocy down there every couple of years. Walter! Well, Walter, then don't come asking my taxpayer dollar if you live on Palomar Mountain for a fire. You shouldn't live there if you can't get insurance for it. That's kind of says something. Yeah, sure, Devon. Message them and I'll talk to Lang and see if they're in our route area, or maybe we go out of our area a little bit. I wish I could get Sean. Sean was healthy enough to go on a long trip. I'd really like to take off with Sean and just go straight east, not even go to Detroit this year. Detroit's okay, but some of it is so destroyed, and the police up there are real militant. I may almost want to try to skip Detroit. I don't know yet. But if I skip Detroit, I'll be going on my own. Because Lang is in Detroit. To get him to go anywhere, I have to go get him. You see, Ray, the only difference between Tornado Alley and Hurricane area, there's no Hurricane Alley. If you live in this state or this state, you will get by a hurricane. You know it. Tornado Alley, I know people lived there for 40 years, never got touched. I live in a tornado area. I've never been touched by tornado. Tornadoes cover a small area. Hurricanes, floods, and fires cover monster areas, and you know where they're going to hit most time. So don't build in those areas. But even Tornado Alley, most of the stuff there is covered by private insurance. Tornado people don't get near as much money out of the federal tax dollar as fire, flood, and hurricane. Hurricane especially. Stop it. You pay a price living along there, you pay for your own broken crap. You want to live in paradise, you pay for paradise. Not you live in paradise, laugh at me while I'm in the snow up here, then ask for my tax dollar when your paradise gets blown over. So, this political message was sponsored by not the U.S. government. Well, guys, it is getting up there. TB Hospital, Ohio. Wow. Well, Devon, message me or I'll call you Wednesday-ish. So I want to get that video done for Bryn. I got a lot on my plate. I'm also trying to edit a lot. I've got way behind on my editing. I still, people have asked for it, and I'm actually deciding right now. Sean and I are actually going through our footage. We are going to decide in the next few days whether or not we're going to do a part 2 to the military base video. Not because of more views, because people have asked us for it multiple times. And the footage in that video is a very small amount of the footage. I just want to make sure there's enough good footage to show everybody. I don't want to show people boring grass. So I'm going to go through the footage with Sean, and we're going to decide this week we're not going to do a part 2. We may not. Oh, that's nice, Walter. Chase panhandlers out of Walmart. Nice. That's funny. I found out something strange today. Or yesterday or day before. I did not know you could link your PayPal account on your YouTube channel. In your description. I did not know that. I thought YouTube would have frowned on that because it kind of goes around them. So I didn't know. You learn something every day. But I am going to get out of here, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, a lot of you, for staying the whole time. I know this was an unscheduled. Normally I do Tuesdays. Maybe I'll throw an extra in here or there as long as I'm not on the road. No, Devon, I did not know that. But I will talk to you guys later, and thank you very much. And have a good rest of your weekend. If I find something really cool, I'll try to do a live mobile and let you know. Talk to you later. Bye.